Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Graham. Complete to Newsom. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Graham. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Graham. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, baby.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Cut!
On 1st down, Graham. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns have taken the early lead. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. first down. Bradshaw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down. Bradshaw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third down, Bradshaw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They run with Harris. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Motion. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
On 3rd and 2, Bradshaw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll run. This is Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Play action here on first down. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Graham. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 68 yards. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key is to get points so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he is into the end end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson.
Touchdown!
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Spinning away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's got his man on the crossing route. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Bradshaw. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10. Bradshaw firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Good, good, good. Motion, I got one.
On first down, Bradshaw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Throwing again on second and 10. Bradshaw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. Bradshaw going to throw deep for the end. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Graham. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
The final shot before break. Graham looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Detroit. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an
lucky
offense.
56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. Check it, boss. Check it, go.
Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bradshaw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the busted contact. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Detroit! Detroit!
Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
No, check. Patriots!
Given 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Detroit! Detroit!
Let's go, D. Let's go. Motion, motion, motion.
They run with Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now here it is. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. Really helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
To throw on second down. Bradshaw. And they'll hand the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and then really nothing. That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll toss to Harris. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Back to throw. Bradshaw going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14. This is Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Check. Lucky.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
58, Mike. 58, Mike.
To throw on second down. Grant finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go, 3rd and 1.
All right, now, lucky
Gut
56.
check time
Lucky
on both
56.
sides.
Hey, hey, hey.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw. Grant. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set! 319!
This is Brown on the carry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Switch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word.
All right,
Put
now,
it in
lucky
bold.
56.
Here we go.
Lucky
The Browns
56.
on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Grant. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what
All right,
point, you
now,
got to be super careful.
Lucky
Got to be
56.
careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Anything they tried to throw at him and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. Fights loose. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Throwing after the interception. Bradshaw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards in the first down completion.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Off the play fake. Bradshaw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. From the gun on third down. Bradshaw, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Detroit!
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why